So today we are going to discuss about what are the modes in optical fibers and some numericals we discuss, cutoff wavelength, mode field diameter and effective refractive index. So these are the things what we are. So first of all, if I consider modes in the optical fibers, they are nothing but the number of waves which are propagating through the optical fibers. So modes are the optical fiber number of waves propagating through the optical fiber. So this is the basic definition of modes in a fiber. So we have seen that earlier single mode and multi-mode fibers. It means that that is a supportive supported by the optical fiber. Those number of optical rays or optical signals are supported by the fibers. So the number of modes in a multimode step index fiber and the number of modes in a graded index fiber are going to be different. So the number of modes in a multimode fiber is going to be V square by 2 and it is denoted by M and S represents a step index fiber. So MS is equal to V square by 2 where V represents the normalized frequency. So V represents the normalized frequency. So the number of guided modes for a step index fiber is related to a value which is V. We call it as V value and it is by a normalized frequency. So that is V equal to 2 pi into A. A represents the fiber core radius divided by lambda which is the operating wavelength and numerical aperture. So considering that concept of finding MS and finding the normalized frequency, we take this as one numerical example. So a multimode step index fiber with a core diameter of 80 micrometer. So core diameter is given as 80 micrometer. So we know that A is represented for core radius. So this core diameter has to be converted to a core radius which is 80 micrometer by 2 which stands to be 40 micrometer and a relative refractive index difference of 1.5%. So relative refractive index difference was already known to be delta and delta is 1.5%. Now this 1.5% has to be converted into a value which is 1.5% by 100. So that is giving me some 0.0015 and it is operated at a wavelength of 0.85 micrometer. So this is the operating wavelength of the fiber which is represented by lambda. It is 0.85 micrometer. If the core refractive index is 1.48, so core refractive index that is N1 is 1.48, then estimate we have to find the normalized frequency for the fiber. So normalized frequency is represented by V. So we have to determine what is V and the number of guided modes. Number of guided modes in the step index fiber is represented as MS. So you can see that it is MS. So MS is based on V. So V square by 2 will give me the number of guided modes in the fiber. So before that we have to find what is the normalized frequency. So the normalized frequency can be obtained by this equation which is 2 pi by lambda into A into numerical aperture. So numerical aperture can be equated to N1 into 2 delta to the power half. So it is 2 pi into A. A is the fiber core radius which is 40 micrometer. So 40 into 10 power minus 6 into N1. N1 is nothing but the refractive index of core which is 1.48. So based on that we can find what is V and once V is known we can find what is MS. Okay. Similar numerical exists here but this is in case of parabolic refractive index profile. So in this case we have mg find out to be v square by 2 into alpha divided by alpha plus 2. So using that concept we are going to discuss this. So this we will consider for a graded index 5. So v is equal to 2 pi by lambda into a into numerical aperture which remains same and the number of parabolic profile is nothing but alpha value changes to be 2. We have already seen with the variation in the refractive index of the fiber profile, that is alpha. So profile parameter alpha has been changed, so due to which if it is 1 triangular profile, if it is 2 it is a parabolic profile, and if it reaches infinity then the graded index fiber can act as a step index fiber. So using that into consideration, mg will be equal to v square by 2 into alpha divided by alpha plus 2. So that is 2 divided by 2 plus 2, which is 1 by 2. So v square by 2 into 1 by 2 will give me v square by 4. So this is the number of modes. So we approximate it to a next higher value so that these many modes can be propagated in such fibers. So here in this numerical we have to determine what is A. A represents the fiber core radius, and given the rest of the parameters V, alpha, 2 pi and n and delta. But whenever I consider V, this value of V is going to be different for different fibers. Normally the value of V is assumed to be within the range from 0 to 2.405. So by considering the maximum value of V, which is 2.405, I can substitute it 2.4 or 2.405 and I can get what is the fiber core radius. So we can see that the fiber core radius is just 1.3 micrometer. Now again he says, by making some changes in the refractive index by a factor of 10, what is the effect of A? What is the effect on A? So obviously the value of A is going to be affected, and it is changing from 1.3 to 4 micrometer. So the maximum core diameter will be twice of this, which is the radius. So 2 into 4, which is 8 micrometer. Then next problem. So we can see that a graded index fiber with a parabolic refractive index profile has a refractive index at a core axis of 1.5 and relative refractive index difference of 1%. So estimate the maximum possible core diameter which allows single mode operation at a wavelength of 1.3 micrometer. So using this, we are supposed to find what is V. V is something 2.4 into 1 plus 2 by alpha to the power half. So this is the normalized frequency what we consider for a single mode operation. So now we will find what is V. Once the value of V is known, we can find what is the maximum core radius. It is 3.3. And if the core radius is known, we can find what is the core diameter. So it is multiplied by 2. So we get a diameter D is equal to 2 times A, which is 6.6 micrometer. So that is allowing single mode operation, because whatever the size of the fiber core diameter we consider, that falls below 10 micrometer, because the size of single mode fiber is found to be 2 to 10 micrometer or 5 to 10 micrometers. So again here we are going to find what is the lambda, and Vc represents the value of V, or the normalized frequency for a step index fiber, and it is 2.405. So this I have already told you regarding 2.405, that is a range of the value of V from 0 to 2.405. So the number of guided modes for a graded index fiber related to a value V is nothing but a normalized frequency, which is equal to alpha by alpha plus 2 into V square by 2. So mg is equal to alpha by alpha plus 2 into V square by 2. So this is a formula. This is the formula what we have used earlier in the those two numericals. Then cutoff wavelength. So cutoff wavelength is just by rearranging this and by representing lambda by lambda c. So lambda c represents the cutoff wavelength, and that is equal to 2 pi an1 by Vc into 2 delta to the power half. And this Vc is different for different operational modes. For step index fiber single mode operation, this value is going to be different. So it is 2.405. And for graded index fiber and for multimode operations of any fiber, it is going to be different. So we can see that lambda is V lambda by 2.405 just by considering V is equal to lambda into lambda C into Vc by lambda. So if I consider that, I can find what is lambda is V lambda by 2.405. So for single mode fibers, you can see that Vc is 2.405. Normally the single mode fiber is used for step index type, used in step index type. So it is 2.405. But whenever I go with the multi-mode, we always represent a graded index fiber. So that is Vg equal to 2.405 into this particular factor. So here in step index we have only 2.405, whereas in graded index we have 2.405 into a particular expression, that is 1 plus 2 by alpha to the power half. So the value of alpha is very important when you go with graded index. So either this value of alpha will be equal to 1 if it is a graded index fiber, or it is equal to 2 for a alpha for a triangular profile graded index fiber, and alpha equal to 2 for the parabolic profile graded index fiber. So depending on this value is going to be affected. So Vg value will be always equal to more than 2.405, whereas in this case it is always equal to 2.405 or lesser than 2.405. But whenever I consider normalized frequency of a graded index fiber, it is greater than 2.405 because it has a term here which is 1 plus. So it is neither 2.405 or less, it is greater than 2.405. Then mode field diameter. So the mode field diameter is a fundamental parameter of a single mode fiber. So whenever I consider single mode fiber, I look into this concept of mode field diameter. So that is a basic definition of mode field diameter, and in short it is expressed as a MFD. MFD is a distance between the opposite 1 by E minus 0.37 times the near field strength or the amplitude and power, which is 1 by E square, which is 0.135 times. So this is what we consider mode field diameter is a distance between the opposite ends of the fiber core. So we can see that. So in single mode fiber for a fundamental mode on field amplitude distribution, the mode field diameter can be observed. So here we can see this is MFD. MFD is 2 omega naught. So this is 1 omega naught and this is another omega naught. So this is the core part of the fiber, wherein if I consider the distance between these 2 points as omega naught and omega naught, which means omega naught plus omega naught, which is 2 omega naught, that is MFD. So that is field amplitude distribution. We call it as field amplitude distribution of the fundamental mode single mode fiber. And this W naught or omega naught is termed as a spot size. So this is spot size. So spot size is equal to MFD by 2, or MFD is equal to 2 times the spot size, which is omega naught. And this parameter is considered so that the wavelength is considered as a dependent factor, and the penetration of light into the cladding is affected by this parameter. And we can see the diameter variations with lambda. So effective refractive index, so this is just a definition related to the refractive index change. So the rate of change of phase of the fundamental mode propagating along a straight fiber is determined by the phase constant. We have already seen that alpha and beta is a propagation constant, and it is different in different directions, that is x and z direction representing beta x and beta z earlier on. So it is directly related to the wavelength of the linear polarization mode LP by a factor of 2 pi, and it is considered to be beta times of LP1, which is beta times lambda 01, which is 2 pi. Sometimes this is also referred to as the phase index. Effective refractive index is also termed as the phase index or normalized phase change coefficient. So we represent it as N effective. N represents refractive index. EFF represents the effective refractive index or effective. So this is effective refractive index. We term it as normalized phase change coefficient. And it is represented by the ratio of the propagation constant of the fundamental mode to that of the propagation constant, which is a vacuum or vacuum propagation constant. That is, N effective is equal to beta by K, where beta represents the propagation constant, K represents the vacuum propagation constant. This is a vacuum, which is a medium considered here, and this is a medium which is considered where the light has to propagate. So that is phase propagation constant. So I can say N effective is equal to beta by K, but beta is equal to 2 pi by lambda. So I can equate it as N effective or refractive index, effective refractive index is equal to lambda by 2 pi K, lambda by 2 pi K. So these are the definitions what we have considered: effective refractive index, modes in the optical fibers, numericals on determining the modes in the step index fibers, determining the modes in finding the graded index fibers, and what is normalized frequency, what is the cutoff wavelength, and what is the mode field diameter. So related to all this, we have a discussion with some numerical problems.